What's up, the squad? Back with another video I seen. I thought I was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. So we got this Ilhan Omar. If I said her name wrong, apologize. Ilhan Omar, however you say it, has shown us exactly who she is. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I went over this person I think one or two times. But then I seen her pop up again. I was scrolling through X. And honestly, I wasn't even going to, you know, make a video of this. I wasn't going to make a video of this. I actually have something, so stay tuned for the next video that I did have to share with y'all because it's absolutely insane. It's really been insane for, the past couple weeks. But it has shown us exactly who she is. She defends political violence. It refuses to condemn the loss of innocent lives when it doesn't suit her agenda. This is a post from Nancy Mace, so y'all can see it. Let's see what she says here, y'all.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
Let me tell y'all something. What is crazy to me about this whole thing? First of all, I've seen a lot about this person. With finding this video, I seen something about her marrying her brother or something like that. I don't know but it stuff like that threw me off. It threw me off, and on why she did it, or why they did it. It threw me off a lot. About this individual. So I'm a definitely check in more about her, because it's absolutely wild. But what's crazy to me is the simple fact that there are so many, and I'm gonna say this because she said something about white men, and I'm gonna go as far as when it's and again, y'all, my thing is with this that I'm gonna say, because I know a lot of people, a lot of times, the truth does hurt. There are a lot of black men, y'all, that constantly, like I told y'all, my little brother, I had a conversation with him, and I told y'all about this. I got a little brother, and he, said something about, his people, and I'd never go again. Let me tell y'all something about this, and just like I had to tell him, when it comes down to it, you have all these leftists, you got members of Congress. You got, this individual, you have these different individuals, especially, when it comes to these black, you got Jasmine Crockett, you have all these individuals. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And my thing is that they never, just like Cory Booker as well, Hakeem Jeffries, you got all these people. They never, I never actually see them talk about, what's going on when it comes to so much violence, in these black communities, and how they can stop it, how they can, try to, help to do anything. It's more so, okay, we about to go after, just like what she said, white men, it is coming to violence, and it's all lies. And what makes me mad is that the same individuals, they had these individuals in these black communities, and they're so brainwashed that they're sitting here and voting for these same individuals that really don't care about them, bro. They're not saying nothing. They're not speaking up. They're not doing nothing about, what's going on in these communities. That's why you have so many black on black crimes. They don't care about none of that, bro. They trust and believe. I know the truth hurts. They want that to happen. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they want that stuff to happen. It's wild to me. I sit here and I think about that stuff all the time, bro. It's absolutely wild to me. I'm telling y'all. Says after saying Charlie Kirk basically deserved to be assassinated, as she said, this reads on here, YouTube, so I don't think I'm just saying that. Says efforts have begun ramping up the Ilhan Omar of all her committee assignments. So my thing is that there are so many people. When I say so many individuals that's posting on X everywhere that want her to, like, I don't want to make this sound bad, but they want to, like, have her deported. They really do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, They really truly do, because the way she's talking, what she's saying is completely insane. You know, I'm telling y'all, it's straight dirty. Check it out.
What I do know for sure is that, Charlie was someone who once said, guns save lives, after a school shooting. Charlie was someone who was willing to debate and downplay the death of George Floyd in the hands of Minneapolis police.
I think he called him a scumbag.
Right, have no regard, downplay slavery and what black.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. When it comes to, I keep on hearing about this George Floyd stuff, bro. When I tell y'all that I actually checked into the whole thing with, George Floyd, and they one thing about it is that she knows. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of the people that's going against what Charlie Kirk has to say, they're not doing nothing but going against and ramping up and getting, other people fired up, because they've been seeing them small clips. People have been seeing those small clips. They'll post a 5 to 10 second video of something that Charlie said, like people do in my videos. And, he'll say something, and they don't watch the full video. They just watch the, small clips. And she know the truth, with it all. They do nothing but, put out lies, and they go with that flow. They try to get people, fired up and mad already than, what they are right now. I'm telling y'all, bro, sick people.
People have gone through in this country by saying Juneteenth should never exist. And I think,
and I'm gonna be 100. Like I said this before in the video. I don't know how y'all feel about that stuff, but me personally, I don't support Juneteenth, bro. I don't even know. I know y'all probably gonna be like, yes, you do. I don't even know the date of like I don't know when it is. I don't support it whatsoever. I just feel like it's a lot. That we'll talk about that on a different video.
There are
I've talked about it before. We'll talk about it in a different
people who are out there talking about him just wanting to have a civil debate.
Complete rewriting of history.
Yeah, there is nothing more effed up, than to completely pretend that his words and actions have not been recorded and in existence for the last decade or so. And
bro, is she even supposed to be here? Like, I promise y'all, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that. That came out wrong. I'm so sorry, but I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, let me look her up right quick, because I'm pretty sure I seen a post. She had married her brother or something. Where is this? FBI has evidence that Ilhan Omar did in fact marry her brother in order for him to gain citizenship. That's about, bro. Come on, bro. That right there. Somebody miss my country. She missed her country. Man, let me check this out, y'all. I ain't see this. What she say here? Check it out.
Laga doortay oo Congress-ka Mareykanka ku jirto. Laakiin waxaan ahay gabar Soomaaliyeed, gabar idinku jinsi ah, gabar idinku af ah, gabar idinku.
I'm gonna just read what it says right here. I am a Somali girl taken from my country. I miss my country and I dream of living in Somalia again. I can't say what this guy said, but he said the B word, mark my words, you will go back along with your brother you married. That is insane, bro. She really married her brother? This is the marriage license. This is the marriage certificate right here. Say Minnesota. Bro, this is insane, bro. This is insane. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I went off topic, y'all. I apologize. I just had to see that for myself. Like, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. Here we go. This is Nancy Mace. It says, and this is a post by Nancy Mace, so y'all can go check this out. It says, free speech isn't free from consequences. Tomorrow, we are filing a privileged motion to censor Ilhan Omar and remove her from her committees. This will force a vote. Says half measures are not enough anymore. Ilhan Omar is not compatible with our American values. She has no place in Congress. I'm telling y'all, bro. After the things that she said and what she's doing and what she has done, I agree.
Here I am standing outside of the anti-American Ilhan Omar's office. Tomorrow we will file a privileged motion to censure her and to strip her of her committee assignments. She is inciting violence against conservatives in the wake of Charlie Kirk's political assassination. She is dehumanizing conservatives all across the country, calling Charlie Kirk a terrorist. We have been villainized and dehumanized far too long. The Democrats set the standard for stripping people of their committee assignments. I'm not going to be silent on this because enough is enough.
For real.
I'm tired of your performative BS that is putting lives in danger. You can take your Sharia-loving, anti-American self back to Somalia.
She's standing on that too. I can tell Nancy Mace standing out. The first time I seen Nancy Mace, I was like, yeah, she definitely clowning. Definitely love her. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely love her. Got to. Not gonna lie. Got to. You already know. Got to, put in that Corey's Way video and here. Y'all know he be going off and letting everything be known. Check him out.
So in a recent press conference, President DJT made it clear that Ilhan, I don't give a damn, Omar must face some sort of consequences for essentially demeaning, belittling, and damn near even celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, Ilhan is the sort of individual who I just can't figure out for the life of me. How did a woman who, first and foremost, is not from the United States, but also doesn't give a damn about the United States, cares more to raise that Somalian flag than she does the flag of the country that she is supposed to be representing, how does she get in a seat in Congress?
That's what I've been trying to
How is a woman who has spoken down on the country she is supposed to serve in that country? I can't figure it out. How does somebody who marries their own blood brother in order to get him papers to come to the United States, how is she not currently in a jail cell, but instead in Congress? Somebody's got to make that part make sense for me. Mm-hmm. But as far as this one right here, yeah, I believe this is worthy of, I guess, new employment. We could call it that. Congress is not going to be the place, and not our Congress. So whoever is in her district, do what needs to be done. Let her unemployment come as a result of your choices at the ballot. Don't.
One thing about it is that I can definitely see some things happening based off of what she said. And I feel like this is definitely something they need to set an example of how she's talking and what she's doing. This is from the wonderful Curl Swain. Not gonna lie, I remember doing, this was a few years ago, actually doing, anything, political on my channel, and Curl Swain was the first person that, I came across, seeing her videos, and her talking, so definitely amazing person. She has posted here and says, Ilhan Omar's disgusting comments mocking Charlie Kirk's death shows she's unfit for Congress. Strip her committee assignments down. She shouldn't serve in the nation she hates and may have entered fraudulently. I'm telling y'all, I absolutely agree. I truly, absolutely agree. Another person says she needs to be removed from Congress, lose her citizenship, and sent back to the country she worships. I'm telling y'all. Everybody's asking Speaker Johnson to definitely make that happen. Definitely make that happen. I'm telling y'all. Here is Trump on Omar.
Ilhan Omar, after his assassination, called Charlie Kirk a reprehensible human being. Should she be stripped of her committee assignments?
I would say, I think she's a disgraceful person. I think she's a disgraceful person, a loser. It's amazing the way people vote. I know it's people from her area, maybe of the world. I don't know. They got here and they vote her in. It's hard to believe, but I think she's a disgusting person.
Definitely. I feel the same. She definitely is a disgusting person. Just based off of what she's saying, what she has done, definitely a disgusting person. People, like I said, are asking, it says here, Dear Speaker Johnson, it is long past time to bring a resolution on the House floor to expel Ilhan Omar from Congress. Sincerely, the American people. I'm telling y'all, everybody wants her, out, definitely. And one thing about it is I absolutely support it. I definitely think this is something that, they should definitely make an example of, of this. It's not even, her worshiping, it's more so of the simple fact of her mocking Charlie, her inciting violence, all the above of what, you see from the left a lot. So I definitely feel like they need to make that happen. Definitely let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next video dropping tonight. Definitely a banger. You already know. Catch y'all next one.